Right. So today we're going deep on these California wildfires everyone's been talking about.
Yeah.
Specifically the Palisades fire,
Right.
the Eaton fire, and the Hearst fire.
Yeah, those are the big ones right now.
And, you sent us a CBS News article that actually had
Oh, yeah.
live fire maps for each one.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to say, seeing these maps really makes things
It does.
so much more real.
It's crazy
Right.
than just reading the headlines.
Yeah, you really get a sense of the scale and the movement.
How dynamic the situation is.
It's not just a static picture.
Right, it's not like just a still image.
Exactly. It's like it's a living thing.
Yeah, so it's not just where the fires are now.
Right.
But it's also,
it shows you
we're getting a glimpse of where they might go.
where they've been and where they could go.
Right.
And it's pretty remarkable.
What I'm fascinated by is how these maps even work.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what goes into creating something like this? I mean, it's pretty complicated when you think about it. I mean, you've got satellites, up in space orbiting the Earth with all these sensors that can detect heat and infrared radiation coming from the fires.
Okay.
And that data, gets beamed back down to these processing centers where you have these sophisticated algorithms that are crunching the numbers and turning it into those visuals we see on the maps. And it's happening like in near real time, which is crucial for, folks on the ground trying to stay safe.
Absolutely.
And, for firefighters battling the blazes.
So it sounds like you're saying this is more than just
It is.
pretty pictures.
It's not just for, armchair quarterbacking. This is literally helping people make life or death decisions.
Yeah.
You
So it's like firefighters are using these maps.
Absolutely.
Like the battle plan.
Yeah.
A strategic battle plan.
Exactly.
So what kinds of insights can they glean from something like this?
Well, I mean, they can pinpoint, where the active fire fronts are.
Oh,
They can identify hot spots where the fire might intensify.
Okay.
And they can even see how effective their containment efforts are.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Things like
Okay, so you're talking about like
back burning, establishing fire lines.
Fire lines. What are those?
Oh, those are pretty interesting. So back burning is basically a controlled burning technique.
Okay.
Where firefighters actually intentionally set smaller fires ahead of the main fire front.
Okay.
To consume fuel and create a barrier.
Oh, wow.
Fire lines are these strips of land that are cleared of vegetation to, try to stop or slow the spread of the fire.
Okay.
Both are, pretty risky tactics.
Yeah, I bet.
But they're often necessary to manage these large-scale blazes.
Right.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
It's incredible.
The level of strategy and planning that goes into fighting.
It's a chess match.
A wildfire is really mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So, everyone's been talking about the Palisades fire.
Yeah, that's the one.
But you mentioned...
That's been getting the most press.
Right. You mentioned Eaton and Hearst.
Right.
What can you tell us about those?
So, each fire kind of has its own personality.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The Palisades fire, as you said, it's gotten the most attention.
Right.
It's burning through this really dense chaparral.
Okay.
And that rugged terrain is making it really difficult to contain.
Right.
Eaton is different. It's actually threatening a critical watershed.
Oh, wow.
And so if the fire reaches that area, we could see some really significant impacts on water quality.
Oh, no.
Downstream.
That's scary.
And then there's Hearst, which is burning mostly in timber.
Okay.
And those fires, they burn hotter and faster.
Oh.
So they're incredibly dangerous.
So it's not just about the size of the fire. It's about the
whole
location, the type of fuel.
The fuel,
Right.
the weather.
Yeah, it's all connected.
It makes you think about
It does.
the long-term environmental damage, too. Even after the flames die down. What are some of the things we should be concerned about?
I mean, air quality is a huge one.
Okay.
We're talking about particulate matter.
Right.
Carbon monoxide.
Yeah.
Nitrogen oxides, all these things being released into the atmosphere.
Right.
Affecting people, way beyond the immediate fire zone.
And then there's the impact on
the ecosystems.
Yeah, the wildlife.
The wildlife.
Are there species that are particularly...
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, for example,
vulnerable.
The endangered California red-legged frog is found in some of these areas.
Right.
And their habitat is being destroyed.
Which can have cascading effects on the whole ecosystem.
Oh, wow.
It's really sad.
Really sad to think about all those ripple effects.
Yeah.
It just feels almost overwhelming.
I know. It's a lot to take in.
It is a lot to process, but it's important to...
Understanding the scope of these events is the first step towards solutions.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Solutions, prevention, all of that.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for walking us through all of this.
My pleasure.
This has been a really eye-opening...
Fascinating stuff.
Deep dive into the world of California wildfires.
Yeah.
And I think seeing those live fire maps
really
that you sent us
paints a picture.
Really paints a picture of how dynamic and honestly scary these situations can be.
They are, no doubt.
Yeah.
Staying informed is key.
Right.
And those maps are really valuable tools for doing just that.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
You got it.
So as you continue to follow these fires, think about this.
Okay.
How do we balance the need to protect human lives and property with the preservation of these delicate ecosystems?
Yeah, that's
a complex question.
It's the million-dollar question.
Yeah, with no
easy answers.
Easy answers.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
Thanks.
All right, take care.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.